H. Taylor. My background that prepared me for the Tennessee General Assembly, I was fortunate enough to have the opportunity to serve the people of North Nashville as the 20th District Council member. And that gave me some foundation to prepare myself for what I had no idea that I would someday ascend to the Tennessee General Assembly. With the encouragement and support of family, with the encouragement and support of Representative MPruitt, who has been a very strong mentor to me, and I really appreciate and want to say publicly, I appreciate her efforts in, even though you think you have some foundation, the State General Assembly is a lot larger than a Metro City Council. And Representative Pruitt took the time to show me how, from where the bathrooms were located, to the cafeteria, to how to file legislation and how to get it passed. It's not easy to pass legislation for the entire state of Tennessee. But with the help of Representative Pruitt, we have been fortunate in getting most of our legislation through. As you know, Representative Harold Love, who was my predecessor, represented this 54th Legislative District for over 24 years. And upon his retirement, Representative Love also encouraged me to seek this office. And we were fortunate to ascend to the General Assembly, and we want to take this opportunity to thank the people of the 54th Legislative District for showing and supporting and their continued support of me to be in the Tennessee General Assembly. I am fortunate to now be on the State and Local Government Committee, where I serve as chair of the Election Subcommittee, as well as Consumer and Employee Affairs. And that is pretty much what I would say is my background to educationally and my ascension into the Tennessee General Assembly.
Very good, and I think that both of you represent your districts quite well, the 54th and the 58th district. As a matter of fact, Representative Pruitt, let's give our audience, before we have our first break here, some information relative to the Tennessee General Assembly. I don't think that many people, everybody understands exactly what goes on and the structure and whatnot. Give us that kind of information, the two of you.
Well, the Tennessee General Assembly, of course, made up of two houses, the House of Representatives and the Senate. Of course, there are 99 members of the House of Representatives. We run every 2 years by statute. The senators run every 4 years by statute. It's also written within the statute that we convene the second Tuesday in January, high noon. The General Assembly, of course, is only one body. You know, we have the check and balances. You have your House of Representatives, and then, of course, you have your governor's office, the Supreme Court level, too. So it is a way of checking and balance. What we do, basically, is make laws for the state of Tennessee.
Very good. Representative ELangster, your movement from the council into the General Assembly, did you find any great difference between legislation that you had to deal with on that level and the legislation on the councilmatic level?
You know, I'm often asked that question, and what coincidentally happened to myself and also Representative Sherry Jones, when we were elected to the Tennessee General Assembly, we also had to fulfill our city council duties because they both coincide together. So I was going from the Metro Courthouse up the street to the state capitol. On the state level, as you can imagine, this is a huge state with all 95 counties. You are passing bills for the entire state as well as your district, whereas in Metro City Council, you're only concerned with 532 square miles along with your own representative district on the local level. So yes, there is a huge difference between the City Council and the Tennessee General Assembly. I found it much more interesting, however, going through the committee process to start your bills and on up finally to the governor's desk.
Of course, we're going to talk about that when we have our first, after we have our first commercial break, and we'll be back with you following this.